Welcome to this practice, Yoga for Throat Chakra. We'll be working around the area of the throat and the neck, incorporating hand mudras and mantras in this class, allowing you to stretch the neck, bringing fluidity into your spine and stimulating your thyroid gland. So if you could come into cross-legged position, and then we're going to take a mudra called Akashi Mudra. So you want to bring your middle finger and your thumb together, and then you want to place the back of the hands on your knees with the other fingers pointing out. Close down your eyes and bring your attention into your throat area. Vishuddha chakra glows blue in colour. You may start to envision that. This is the energy centre that corresponds with communication, purification and truth, or satya. This is our expression. Physically, this area is also connected to the esophagus, the thyroid, and all of the endocrine system. So we'll be working poses that stretch out the neck and stimulate those important glands. Release the mudra, pop your hands on your knees, and let's just open out the neck, doing some half rotations, just coming one side and then the other side. Pausing, chin to chest, back to right ear, right shoulder. Continue these half circles, rest of the spine nice and long. Unravel the tension that's in the neck. If it feels safe for your neck, start some complete circles, coming all the way up and over. If it feels too much, just continue with your half circles. Switch direction on a full circle. Notice if there's any places that are particularly tense or tight. Maybe stop for a minute. Come back to center and shrug your shoulders way up to your ears. Squeeze and then let them drop. Squeeze and drop. Take the hands to your shoulders. Bring the elbows forward and then up and out. Back and down. A few more times. And now we'll stretch the side of the neck. So what we're going to do here is we're going to root down in one of our hands and take our attention to the other side of the neck. So we're going to take our attention to the left side of the neck. And then what I want you to do is plant that right hand underneath your seat. And then allow the shoulder to just melt back. Tilt the chin down maybe. So just really feeling that tension release. Let's take it to the other side. So just make a little bit of a massage for the neck. Sit down on your left hand, going across, shoulder back, tilt forward. Breathing into the back of the neck, the side of the neck, releasing that tension, that crunching feeling. Enjoying that stretch. So next we're going to come into what's called Sufi Grind. So pressing your hands into your knees as you just start to move the upper body around in a circle. You can make that circle as big or as little as you like. And then we go the other way. So just continue to do this in your own time. Size of the circle is just what you need for your body. And the timing is also what's needed for your body. Then remove any props and come into all fours in tabletop. So we'll continue to warm up the spine, including the neck, with cat and cow. So inhale, look up, exhale, tuck and round. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. And now start to use the breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhale, out mouth. Deepen in the exhalation into lion pose. Stick your tongue out a couple of more times. Really waking up the throat chakra. And then just wiggle out the hips. And push yourself back into child's pose. Forehead to the ground. Bring your attention back to your throat and neck, the place of communication and truth. Stretch the arms further forward and come up into downward facing dog. Reach the hips high. Let your head hang. Walk the dog. And then from here, just slowly come forward. Drop the knees down. And the chest and the chin, and inchworm yourself all the way back down onto the mat. Drawing the elbows in, come up into a low cobra. And then bring yourself all the way back down to the mat, head to the mat. Tuck the toes. Take a breath. Inhale, press yourself up to a low plank. Exhale, come back down, flick the feet, draw the elbows in, press up for cobra. Bring your forehead back to the ground, tuck the toes, press the hands in as you come up, and press all the way back into downward facing dog. This time 3 breaths in stillness. Let your head hang. Soften through the neck, tucking the chin, stimulating the thyroid gland. Exhale, drop the knees, glide your hips back, untuck toes, press the upper body forward, cobra, coming up, toes to the earth. Turn your head side to side. Gazing over one shoulder and then the other. Couple of times. And then back to center with the head, tuck the toes and press yourself all the way back up through plank, downward facing dog. This time look forward and step the feet to the hands. Hang in a ragdoll, ground down through the feet. Just let your upper body hang. And let's roll up very slowly, pressing through the feet, curl up to standing. Step wide, wider than your mat if you can. And if you have a block handy, you might just want it right in the middle of the long edge of your mat. Turn your toes in slightly and your heels out. Grounding down evenly through all four corners of each foot. Energize the legs. Bring the arms out. Inhale, broaden collarbones. Exhale, forward fold with a long spine. Tuck the chin in a little bit. And let your forehead touch the block. Fingertips can come to the earth, and you might need to move your legs a little bit wider. Try and rest your forehead at the hairline. If this is too far, then you can just come up. Draw the shoulder blades away from the ears, hips higher. Softly guide the weight towards the balls of your feet. And we'll take a few breaths in this forward fold. And then to release, bend the knees as much as you can to get the hands onto the ground. And just heel toe the feet in, and then allow yourself to come down and sit down on your bottom. Take that same shape. So now extending the legs wide. Inhale, broaden through the chest, through the throat. And with your exhale, hinge at the hips, come forward and down. If you have a little more range of motion, you might be able to come onto your elbows. You might even be able to rest your forehead on the ground. You might be able to grab your feet. But what's more important is that you send long, deep breaths through the entire body. Let the breath be long, even, and soothing. Allow your body to open breath by breath. Inhale, come up. Swing the legs around. And then roll on down to your back. The next pose is Plough Pose. So if you're unfamiliar with plough, just watch your screen and watch me first. It's really important that once you're in Plough Pose, you don't turn your head from side to side. Now, I like a rolled up blanket, which my shoulder blades go in line with. And then from here, to get momentum and start to bring yourself all the way up and over. Bring your hands on your lower back and start to tuck the shoulders in, the elbows in. It can be quite good to have a wall behind you like I have. And if you can pop your feet on the wall, and that can give you some momentum to get your back straighter. This is a really good posture for the thyroid. And then slowly come all the way down. So the counter pose for shoulder stand is fish pose. So I'm just going to move around to show you how to do this. So you want to bring your hands, palms down underneath your hips. Keep your feet on the ground. So draw the elbows close into the ground. And then what you want to do is extend the legs, lift the upper body up, and then you're going to relax that head back. Point the toes. And just enjoy this nice throat opening posture. Lift the head, lift the shoulders, and release. And then come down onto your back. Take a moment to remember And just recognize this practice. Notice how you feel. Maybe set your intention. Draw the feet closer into the hips. It's for a bridge flow. Press through the feet. With your inhale, peel the hips and the arms float up and back. And release, coming back down. Arms come through. Inhale, hips up, arms up above your head. And exhale, back down. Few more like this, moving with the breath, activating Vishuddha chakra, the throat chakra. Breathing in and breathing out. And we come into Shavasana. Extend your arms and legs out. Palms either on your belly or away from your waist. Palms facing up. You may want to repeat to yourself a mantra. I am the divine of truth. Truth is my identity. I am the divine of truth. Truth is my identity. So start to deepen your breath. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, bringing yourself back into the room. And then roll yourself over onto your right side. Rest in a fetal position for a few breaths. And then using the top hand onto the ground, press up slowly. Find a comfortable seat for a few moments of seated meditation. We're going to come into Akashi Mudra. So interlace your hands with the right thumb on top of the left, and then make a little steeple with the index fingers. Place the edges of your thumbs at your sternum, so the fingers are pointing towards your throat. Lightly close the eyes and roll the shoulders back and down. Lengthen through your spine. Let your attention rest in Vishuddha, the place of communication, purification, and truth. Feel free to stay here as long as you like. I hope you enjoyed your practice. Namaste. My name is Suzanne Lawson. Thank you for joining me in this yoga for throat chakra. Please like, comment, and subscribe.